am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah. You say it long enough, it starts to be a part of you. And so I gave a quiz, 20 questions. Student missed 18. I put a +2 on this paper and a big smiley face. He said, Miss Pearson, is this an F? I said, yes. He said, then why'd you put a smiley face? I said, because you on the roll. You got 2 right, you didn't miss them all. I said, and when we review this, won't you do better? He said, yes, ma'am, I can do better. You see, -18 sucks all the life out of you. +2 said, I ain't all bad. For years, I watched my mother take the time at recess to review, go on home visits in the afternoon, buy combs and brushes and peanut butter and crackers to put in her desk drawer for kids that needed to eat, and a washcloth and some soap for the kids who didn't smell so good. See, it's hard to teach kids who stink. And kids can be cruel. And so she kept those things in her desk, and years later, after she retired, I watched some of those same kids come through and say to her, you know, Miss Walker, you made a difference in my life. You made it work for me. You made me feel like I was somebody when I knew at the bottom I wasn't. And I want you to just see what I've become. And when my mama died 2 years ago at 92, there were so many former students at her funeral. It brought tears to my eyes, not because she was gone, but because she left a legacy of relationships that could never disappear. Can we stand to have more relationships? Absolutely. Will you like all your children? Of course not. And you
Am I audible now? Okay, I was on mute. I'm so sorry. Okay, the video was audible to you? Okay, great, great. I thought video was not audible. Fine. Give me a second. I don't know why this. Okay, teachers, give me a second, please. Yes. I hope I'm visible. Right? Okay. So here in this video, we just saw that the speaker was talking about what can a teacher or a mentor do in the life of a student or a learner. Now, let me ask you a simple question. Who was that champion in your life and what was their superpower? How did they change your lives? Let's write in the chat section. Okay, Pallavi says, my father. Let's think and then write how they made a difference in your life. Like, we all must have some champions in our lives. Either it could be our father, our mother, our siblings, our younger or elder siblings, our cousins, grandfather, grandmother, or teachers maybe, right? So, and how did they help us? What was their superpower that really influenced us, impacted, had a great impact on us? Okay, Chandni. Mother, overcoming all odds. Tina, my champion was and is my mom. Great. My father gives me life lessons even now. Okay, wonderful. Preeti, okay, great. My trainers, my mom, my father, encouragement, trust, and politeness. Great, wonderful, Sana. One of my friends, she motivates me to do something for myself. Okay, wonderful. Okay, your boss, Aparna. My mother, English teacher, my mother and my friends along my life's journey. Okay, my parents, my brother. So what did we understand from this video was that it's not just the teaching that we need to do. It's important for us to understand. I don't know why my Zoom is not working properly today. Yes, now it is. Yes. So the children do not like to learn from someone whom they don't like. They want to learn and they love to learn from the people they really look up to, they really admire, and they find their champions in those people. Okay. Second thing that she said was a teacher needs to motivate and pull up the kids to a certain extent. Even, and second thing is to apologize. Even if you make mistakes, we are also humans. We also make mistakes, but then we need to accept that and we need to rectify them. Keep upskilling, right? Like I said yesterday, keep upskilling and upgrading ourselves. Okay, great. With that note, let's begin our today's session, the day 2, and which will be mostly about senior demo observation in the first half, and then we'll go for a break. And so you can understand senior demo observation is a big chunk today. And the second half of the session, we'll be learning about how to use our body language and voice in the classroom to build relationships. Okay, if you have not filled it, you can fill it today. One second. Absolutely. Yes, it is the case for the adults as well, Tina, to form a connect and be affirmative. Yes. Never be embarrassed to say, I don't know. Yes. So many times it happens with us, isn't it? Um, Bhavani, you are still not onboarded. So I don't think you would be able to refer someone. What you can do is you can wait till you're onboarded and then probably you can ask your on-the-job trainer for how to do that. Okay. Even if you don't get an acknowledgement, Pallavi, that's absolutely fine. Sometimes the automated messages do not come. You might not receive, or probably they get inside the spam folders. Do check your spam folders also. Official email IDs, we don't have. We are freelancers. We don't have official email IDs. Great. So today's objectives would be, may I ask Vikram sir, can you please read these objectives for me? Please unmute.
It's not populating. Just a minute. Actually, I was signing in, so
Okay.
just a minute.
No worries, no worries. You can take your
Just a
time.
minute.
No worries. I can read it out. Thank you. So today, the first objective would be to identify and analyze different teachers' actions. Now, let's understand when we are watching a demo, we are not learning how to give the demo. We are learning what kind of instructions and what kind of actions do we need to follow while we are in a demo session with a child and a parent, right? There are few expectations that we need to set, the context that needs to set in the beginning. We need to welcome the parent, introduce ourselves, and then start off with the class, right? So in the demo observation, we don't need to understand how to use the PPT because PPT is already given to you. You will know how to use it. Most of the things you will come to know. But the most important thing which we have to do here is we need to observe the teacher's actions. How does she do it? Across different pillars. What is her thought structure? Is she fluent or not? How fluent is she? How do I need to handle this situation? Okay, so let's instead of judging what the teacher is doing, let's try to find out what can be done or what is being done which we can follow. Okay, or in case if you can do it better than her. And second, mastering the skill of building relationships with the student with the use of effective body language and voice. So what do you think? Which hats will we be wearing today? Yes? None? Why? Why none? Educator, okay, and educator is PS educator anyways. Influencer, facilitator, mentor. Okay, we will be wearing the hats of a mentor and a facilitator. Why not influencer? Because, okay, because the demo session, let me put myself on the spotlight. There are still more teachers who are joining, I think. I don't understand why. Okay. Yes. So here in this scenario, what happens is the whole demo session is of 1 hour. And we are going to take the demo of the child. We are going to interact with the child for 40-45 minutes. After that, that 1 hour should be divided into 45 and 15. Okay, ideally. The last 15 minutes is the parent-teacher interaction, which I was talking about yesterday, which we are going to do tomorrow, right? So parent-teacher interaction is the place where we need to be influencers. Here, in the first half of the demo session, where we are only interacting with the child, we are only going to be mentors and facilitators. We are going to facilitate the class and we are also going to guide the child throughout the demo session. So we are only going to discuss the first 45 minutes of the demo session. Kindly send the teacher's handbook. I had shared it yesterday in case if you were in my session. If you were not there, then in that case, can you please wait for some time? I'll send it. Okay. So coming back, let me share my screen. Yes. The demo classes are usually divided into 3 categories. The junior category, the senior category, and the grown-up category. Let's learn this and let's keep this in mind for the rest of the time, because the junior, senior, and grown-up, there is a lot of confusion between the senior and the grown-up. Sometimes we call them as adult demo. Okay, so senior and adult or grown-ups are totally different. Senior demo session means you are taking a demo for grade 4 to class 12. Okay, and junior demos are starting from grade 1 to 3. They can be younger students in that as well, like from grade 1. It can be a KG student also. Grown up, it will be they will be divided into 2 halves, two parts. One category would be they just come for the basic English part, and rest of the grown-ups, they come for the presentation part. Okay, so there can be 2 different types of PPTs which you must have seen in the teacher's handbook. So here is the teacher's handbook. Okay, Tina, thank you so much. You have already shared. There are teachers joining still. I don't. It's very late. We have almost started. Grown-ups are 12 plus. Now, when I say this, it is totally based on the level of competency of the students and not on the grades, basically. You might get a child which is who is in class 6, but he has a competency of, say, class 2 or 3, right? So this kind of oh, give me a second, please. I'm getting a call. Yeah. So I was talking about the demo sessions, right? So this the demo classes are usually divided on the basis, are categorized on the basis of the competency of the children and not on the basis of the grades. So in case if you get a class 6 child who has a level, you see that the IQ level is almost within like grade 1 or grade 3, you can go ahead with the PPT. So this kind of improvisation you might be getting to do. Right? Right. Okay. So let's get ready to witness a PS platform. Okay. No worries. It's okay. If you not join or if you join in between, please don't write in the chat. It's okay. No worries. So we are fully focused today on the senior demo session, that is grade 4. Now, while we are watching the videos that I'm going to show you of the demo observation, let's keep a note of how the teacher does it and what does she say in order to build relationship with the student and the parent. Okay, so these 3 things you must note down while you watch your videos. All the videos you will be categorizing this in this way, your reviews. So first you will talk about what was the body language of the teacher. Then you can write about what was the voice, what kind of voice she was using, and other things. What did she say or how did she react in certain scenarios, which helps to build relationship with the parent. I'm a little worried now. There are more people who are joining. And I'm really worried if I start and they will miss it. No worries. Okay. So let's identify these actions before we watch the videos. Let's identify, say, for example, you are a teacher, okay? And you are giving a feedback or you are just sharing your opinion about the child. If you say, she is so nice, is it yay or nay? If yay, why? If nay, why? It's a nay, okay? Renuka? Most of you say nay. Now, can somebody tell me why should it be a nay? Bushra, very nice. Because it is an incomplete feedback. Okay. Excitement in the voice. As of now, I'm just speaking it out. So that is why the voice modulation is. So here we are just talking about the content of the feedback. So the feedback is very, very incomplete and it's very generic. It's not evidence-based. Oh, wow. Wonderful. Right in the day too, I'm getting these kind of answers. Looks more like a statement, opinion rather than a feedback. Okay, great, wonderful. It needs to be precise. So you can see there is a cross in front of she is so nice. The next one I'm going to show you is a little more different. She asked me how I was feeling. So nice of her. Okay, this is ye. Okay, Tina says this is ye. This is better, at least from the previous one. Okay. This is better. Okay. Again, this is also short, I agree, but then at least it talks about asked. You are talking now. Can you differentiate between fact and opinion? The first sentence when you see is an opinion. She is so nice. She might be nice for me. She might not be nice for you, right? So it's an opinion. But when I say she asked me how I was feeling, It's a fact, right? So this is the difference between these two things, these two sentences. Way to connect. It's better but inappropriate. Yes, inappropriate as in this is also incomplete. This is just a sentence to make you understand that what is the difference between an evidence-based feedback and a generic feedback. Another one, he was unhappy. It's a nay, okay? It's a nay, okay? Most of you say nay. Okay, great. He was unhappy. Again, this is very opinionated feedback, or you can say it's just a very generic statement. It's not, it does not specifies. Yes, it is a negative sentence. But in case if I would like to share why he was unhappy, then I can say he was holding his head and crying. I wonder what has happened to him. Why is he so unhappy? What about the second one? It's a ye. Okay, Tina says ye. Rakshanda says ye. Haina, Hannah, sorry, I'm so sorry. Vishwas, Vinita, Lalita, Prashant, better. Pallavi says better, okay. Ifra, ye. Okay, most of you say ye. Right. So again, there is an action in the words. The words have strong action verbs, and it states that what exactly is being done. It's a fact, right? It's not an opinion that she is stating. So just remember that whenever we are sharing a feedback, it's very, very important for us to remember that the kind of feedback that we give should be evidence-based. It should have a reason and it should be a fact. It should not be opinion-based, right? Showing is much better than telling. Okay, great. Wonderful. Feedback should not be vague. True, precise, and factual. So let's go back and let's see what are the different parts of the demo that we are going to discuss today. There are teachers joining. So a demo class with a student has mainly 5 parts. Remember these 5 parts, please. First is your context setting. Second is introduction to PS skills. Third is the speech delivery. Fourth is writing the speech. And fifth one is the final showcase. So this means, what am I saying here is these are the 5 parts of the first 45 minutes of the demo. I am not discussing the last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes we will discuss tomorrow in the parent-teacher interaction part. That is known as the PTI. The first 45 minutes of the demo will be covered by this. Either it is a junior demo or it's a senior demo. Junior demo will have a little different activities, whereas senior demo has different activities. Now, if you want to, have a feeling of what the teacher is doing, if you want, you can open your teacher's handbook, go to demo related resources. There you will find the senior PPT. If you want to open it on another window, you can keep it open so that you can refer to it. Okay. Part number 1, this is the context setting. Context setting will take hardly, it won't even take 12 minutes. It will take only 5 minutes. If the context setting, half of the context setting is done over the phone call also. Okay. But in dire situations or in specific scenarios, it might happen that whatever expectation or context you have set over the phone, that does not happen in the demo session. Those situations we'll cover. Okay. So all your what ifs will be covered. So let's see. This is the first video of the context setting. Let's play this.
Will we begin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Okay, amazing. Just allow me a second to share my screen. And here we go. Yes. Okay. So yes, so I think we are all set. We have joined from lab.
I hope the speed is fine. The speed of the video is fine. Yeah, okay, great.
Laptop. I can see all of you there in one frame. And let's just, ensure that we are there to interact, right? So don't worry, keep yourself off mute. We can talk whenever you have any question. Just feel free to say. Just all of us are only here, so feel free, okay? And yes, so let's get started. So a question for you, Tia, to start with. What do you see on the screen? Can you read this out loud?
Become a confident public speaker.
Wow. And I like how confidently you read it out. Very good. So what do you mean by a confident public speaker, Dia?
Why we mean by a confident public speaker, like we can speak confidently in front of public, in front of everyone.
Yeah, that's correct. Like without any hesitation, and just like when we are there out in front of a public, large audience, then also we can speak. Absolutely. Do you want to become a confident public speaker?
Yes, I want to become a confident.
Yes, amazing. All right. So that's why we are here today. And I'm pretty sure that towards the end of the class, you would have created something of your own. We'll come to what that is and also present it in front of everyone. Okay? Yeah. All right. So I know, ma'am, we spoke on phone, right, earlier. So I know you know me. Let me quickly introduce myself for everyone. So my name is Ishita, and I'm your learning buddy, Tia, for today. I will help you learn. We are going to have a lot of fun here today. That's why buddy. And for your parents, I will be helping both of you to identify Tia's strengths today. Okay, like what is it that she already has, and how can we just leverage those skills so that she becomes that confident public speaker? Yeah. And yes, I welcome all of you to this session, and looking forward to have a lot of fun learning time. Two things that I'm going to request all of us here to operate with. Tia, can you read out the first one, please?
Okay. Speak up. Ask, share.
Yes. So what do you think speak up means?
It means that we should speak and interact with you.
Yes, definitely interact with me. And how we will do that is whenever, we have an idea, we will share it with everyone. And wherever you have a question, you want to ask a doubt, feel free to ask it. Or even if not a doubt, you are curious to learn something, then also ask a question. Okay? All right. Okay. And second one, let's ask your mom to read. Yes, Ms. Anuradha, can you read the second one, please?
Yeah. Second one is high energy. Use hands, face, eyes, and voice at all times.
Yes, thank you so much. I feel like energy in the room is already high, so I'm loving that. Let's, maintain that energy throughout so that we can have all the fun. And one request that whenever we are speaking, you would have seen me that I'm using my hands, I'm making some expressions, right? So whenever we are speaking, I would want all of us to try to use our hands, our face, our eyes, and voice effectively at all times. Can we do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. Love it. Okay. Okay. Now you know something about me, right? I would want you all to also introduce yourself. So let's try with first Tia. So Tia, here are some of the sentences. You can use these sentences to, share a bit about yourself, and then we'll also hear from your parents.
Okay. My name is Tia Agarwal.
Mm-hmm.
I am 11 years old.
Okay.
I am in grade 6.
Nice. Okay.
In my free time, I like to do drawing,
Oh, nice. Okay. And
and I like to do Python.
Python. Are you serious? You know Python coding?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm learning it.
Oh, wow, that is so cool. I tried learning coding when I was young, and I was like, oh my God, what is all these things? Sometimes the syntax would go wrong and something or the other would happen. Does that happen with you also? You're like, are you always correct with your syntax, or
Sometimes it happens
sometimes it happens? Then how do you solve it?
by rechecking the code again.
Nice. I feel like you must be very patient then, because it requires a lot of patience. And that is also telling me one more thing about you, that you are very careful, maybe, because coding also requires attention to detail. So that's interesting, Tia. Is that correct, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. See, so something that I wasn't when I was young. That's why I can identify this in Tia. Great. Thank you so much, Tia. Maybe, you can teach me Python. And I can also learn something from you in our classes. All right. Okay. And now I would request both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, to also, introduce yourselves and just a little bit about why you are here. What would you want for Tia?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go first. My name is Manish Arya, and I work for Publicis Sapient. I am a tech professional.
Oh, amazing.
My daughter has an inclination towards the coding.
I can see where it is coming from.
So I'm here because I want my child to be not just confident in public speaking, but feel confident within, so that she can express herself at any given platform, be it a social platform, be it a chat with friends, and in a social circle or in a small circle, she can express herself freely. I
Amazing.
can help my child by all I know is coding and IT, so all I can help her with that. But certainly, I'm looking forward for you to take care of my child so that she can be confident in the public.
Definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think, as you rightly mentioned, like these are the skills that are required in today's world. And I really liked how you mentioned, like, not just confidence from outside, but within, and that also means that Tia should be comfortable with who she is and get able to express in the outside world. Amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Manish. And Ms. Anuradha, would you also want to share?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Anuradha, and I am a manager working with a company, and
Makes sense.
I'm here because I want my child to become definitely a public speaker. And yes, she is very good in imagination. So if you give any word to her, so she can express herself. But I want that to explore more in herself. So I can help my child by supporting her in each and everything. So obviously, being a mother, I can support her. So
That's the biggest thing the parents can do, like just supporting them in whatever they want to be, whoever they want to be. So that's the most important thing. And okay, now I see why she also likes to draw. You said, like, she's very creative and has good imagination. Interesting. So wow, Tia, I'm learning so much about you even when I'm talking to your parents. Great. All right. So let me, also share some quick context. I know both of you were asking that, why you both have to be here. So let me now share the reason. Of course, I said that, we will be having activities where both of you would also be engaged. But at the same time, we will also, like two things that we will be doing specifically for both of you is one, share Tia's unique strengths and future opportunities via Planet Spark. And B, we would also be guiding you on, how can we personalize Tia's learning path? So we believe a lot on personalization of the learning process in order to ensure that, whatever that goal that you just shared with me, that you want for Tia, how can we achieve that goal? Yeah, so this is what we will be doing throughout the session. And of course, towards the end, we will have detailed discussion. Yeah. Okay. Any questions so far?
no, not
Not yet.
All right. Okay. Okay. And as we begin, so this is another role that both of you would be playing. So Tia, we will be having a lot of activities and games, which I've been saying, right? Now, whenever you feel that you need some help and you are stuck in the game, so you have two lifelines. And who are these lifelines? Can you please read it out?
How to use lifeline? Your parents are your lifeline. Shout lifeline whenever you need help.
Yeah. So whenever you are stuck, your two lifelines are present just sitting adjacent to you. Okay. So your parents are your lifelines today in the game. So whenever you need help, you can choose that, you have two lifelines and both your mom and dad are here. So you can choose whose help do you want and, they can help you out. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So this was
We
the
begin.
first part of the context setting. Now let's take out some time and write down in the chat section what were the teacher's actions that she did and what were the different things that she said and how did she act in different scenarios so as to build relationship with the parents as well as the student. Shruti ma'am, I would kindly request you not to write about the mocks because that will create a panic. There is no, now it's not the last day. There is a lot of time in discussing about the mock. We will be discussing about mocks. There is a proper time for that. Right? Okay. Mutual introduction takes place while the introduction did not happen in the beginning. Before that, something happened. What did she say? She was friendly but composed, okay, engaging, positive attitude, smiling face, expressive. So that's all about the body language and of course the voice modulation. Extremely optimistic, warm, keeping entire demo engaging. Friendly but composed and made the child and the parents comfortable. Okay. She used proper intonation. Okay. Lots of hand gestures, Rikia, okay, Sana. Interactive not only with her words, but also with her hand gestures, okay. Great. She was energetic, using body language, which was giving warmth. Also, parents were cooperative. Okay, so before introduction, what happened? I saw how she handled the question. Maybe the parent asked earlier about why to join PS. So yeah, that could have been done over the call, isn't it? She was having continuous smiling face. Okay, great. Yes. Paying attention, positive energy, very friendly, trying to make a bond with the parents. How? Okay, yes, that's a very good point. Trying to make and build relationship with the parents. How did she build relationship? Friendly behavior. She was great in her expressions, very polite, kept the parents engaged. Hand gestures, energetic, showed the parents how interactive the session would be to help the child get to the goal. Okay, how did she do that? She was engaging. Okay, fine. Continuous smiling. Okay. Asked about what their goals were. Okay. She talked about the child's strength. Okay. Approachability, excited, over enthusiastic. Looked right. Okay, yes, I made it a little faster. High energy and interactive, so got the parents to interact. Okay, identify the parents' outlook on Tia and gracefully appreciated them for the same. Very nicely written. Mr. Iyer or Miss Iyer. I'm so sorry, I don't know. It's showing Bo. Your name. So if you can write the whole name. Lalita, the teacher was quite confident, pleasing throughout the conversation, involved all the individuals and gave them opportunities to speak, which is very important, and was constantly building rapport with the parents, and body language was also very good. Okay. Body language was good. Again, we should not be giving the generic things. Contextual appreciation was endearing. Okay. Engage the student throughout. How? That's not specific. Kept asking if they have any questions so that there are no doubts. Very good, Renuka. Yes, absolutely. So the class started with a big smile on her face, a high note. And first thing that she said, so we will be having a lot of interactions. So you can keep yourself off mute. Don't need to mute yourself. That's the first thing that she said. Then she appreciated the child for reading out, becoming a confident public speaker, right? And then she asked the child whether she was interested in this or not, whether she wanted to become a public speaker or not. In this way, the child also feels acknowledged, and he or she feels that, okay, the things are being done for me, and I am a part of the conversation. Okay. And then she also gave a promise to the parents as well as the student that at the end of the session, you will see that these changes will be there, right? So it will be a full, not full transformation, I would say. There will be a lot of difference from the time that we start the demo till the end of the demo. We started with a small promise. Then she welcomed the parent warmly, that welcome to our demo session. My name is, and she introduced herself. She also shared the norms of the class, and then she took the introduction of the student. Once the student introduced herself, she also tried to find common grounds. She found common grounds of coding, and they talked about it. And at the end, she also said that, oh, wonderful, that means you are good at coding. Probably I can learn from you. I can learn coding from you, right? So this feeling of acknowledgement is being given to the child every now and then, so that the child feels a part of the conversation, an important part of the conversation. Then, after sharing the norms of the class and finding out a common ground between the child and the teacher, she also went back to the parents, took their introduction, and also gave a little bit of responses here and there so that they feel connected with her. And at the end, she also said, do you have any questions as such? And then she also set the context of the class. She told them that I will be sharing the strengths and future opportunities and personalize the curriculum for the child according to the child's needs. Do we have to note all these points, or we will be provided with the PPT? Nazia, do you have you got the teacher's handbook? The teacher's handbook has all the PPTs of all the demos that I showed. The junior, senior, adult basic English, and adult presentation also. All the 4 PPTs are there in the teacher's handbook. Okay. Now you tell me if you don't have the teacher's handbook, that I can paste in the chat section. Do let me know.
Will we begin?
Now, I spoke in a very detailed manner. Whatever I said, I covered almost all the points. But here, mainly, there are 4 points over here. She, in the beginning, which we did not see, it was not in the part of in the video, which we'll see later on. She set expectations, the laptop and the both the parents, which we'll discuss later. She welcomed the parent to the class. She shared her norms, the norms of the class. She tried to get to know the child and the parent, having an introduction, and she shared the class agenda and created excitement that at the end of the class we are going to have a lot of activities. But apart from that, I'm also going to share the strengths and future opportunities for Tia, and I'm also going to personalize the classes according to Tia's requirements and needs. Okay, Nazia, if you have it, you have all the PPTs over there. Okay, even the PPT which I am showing you today, that also is there in your teacher's handbook. What if the parents do not know English? What if? So then you will switch on to your regional language, any other language that you both are comfortable in. If you both are comfortable in a similar language, you can continue with that language. Okay. Now, why do we want both the parents to be present, and why do we want them to join from a laptop? Let's discuss why do we want both the parents to be present? What do you think? Why do we want both the parents to be present? I don't know. Today, my view of the Zoom is very different from what I had yesterday. There has been some changes. I don't know why. Okay. So that they can witness the progress from day 1. Okay. Send the link again in the chat box. The teacher's handbook. Sana, I've sent. See? So that they can witness the progress from day 1, so that they know know what their child is learning, decide together to gain better understanding of the child, to gain better understand. They already know their child. They are the, oh, wonderful. Yes, Nazia, they are the decision makers. Absolutely. The parents are going to be the decision makers. They are going to make the decision, and it will reduce the time, the delay in the decision making process. They can understand how important it is. Okay, yes, they will get to know, they'll get a practical experience of how the classes are going to be held. Both are valuable stakeholders, proper inputs, and no questions that I will discuss with father and let you know. Okay. I did not understand. To get feedback from both the parents, absolutely. Things should be very transparent. Yes, Rikia, very correctly written. It's better to be transparent. Let the parents understand how the demo is taking place. They should also get an insight about how the child is performing, what we are doing with the child. Is it something that is required by the child or not? Probably after the session, they can tell me that these are the things that I need for my child. These are the things I don't need for my child. So these are the, like, there can be some insights and feedbacks, reviews, which we can take from the from the father and the mother. 11, okay, true. Stakeholders, absolutely. So that is one reason. Perfect. They get to know exactly what and how we teach. Perfect. Why do we want both the parents to join from the laptop? Why do we want them to join from the laptop? It is more clear and better to fit in one frame, broader view, wide screen, clear visibility. Phone does not allow for gesture and BL movements. Body, yes, yes, absolutely. Phone screen is very small. It's very, it's not that convenient. For better visibility, very good. Full screen for reading, yes. For reading, yes, reading of the slides, absolutely. Usage of slides are proper. All options are visible. It will be visible in the phone also, but it will be small. No strain to eyes. Okay, that is also one. So laptop also strains your eyes. Okay, we can interact. Ah, yes. Brinda says no distraction. Phone will always have distractions. You will always get phone calls, messages, WhatsApp text, tung tung notifications. All those notifications will be distracting your flow of the class. So it's better not to join from from mobile. Can see them in one frame. Yes, laptop gives you a bigger frame, a better visibility. So laptop is always better than a mobile phone. Now I'll be discussing, there will be lots of what ifs over here. We'll be discussing. Now, what could be the possible challenges over here? That the parent has not joined from the laptop, even after telling them on the phone that you need to join from the laptop and both the parents have to join. Even after the setting of expectations, usually is done in the slot confirmation call itself. But even after that, in case if the situation arises, then these could be the situations. Okay. Slot confirmation situations, we will do it on the day 4. But as of today, in case if you have already confirmed in the slot, still the parent has not acted accordingly, then what to do? Now, it can be either not joined from the laptop. I'm so sorry. Not joined from the laptop. They have joined from a phone. Or both parents are busy at home. One parent is busy. That can be one situation. Another situation could be only one parent is present at home. Another parent is not at home. That might be very much possible because the father is at home. Father is at office. Mother is at home. Usually this kind of scenario is very prevalent in most of the Indian families. And parents do not want to sit through the whole class. Okay. Now let's see. This is the first scenario that I would be discussing when the parents have not joined from the laptop. Great. Also, child feels shy or do not open in front of parent. Yeah, that might be a possibility. But here we are trying to make the child confident and open up. And that hesitance of, or not opening up in front of your parents, talking. See, we are not going to talk very personal things. So I'm sure the child won't be in such kind of embarrassing situation where he has to talk about his his or her girlfriend or boyfriend. So we are not going to ask those things, right? So we are just having a basic conversation, basic chats about the class, isn't it? So here, I don't think it will be very difficult to open up in front of parents, right? Okay. So yes, thank you. So let's start. This
Hi,
is the
Tia.
first scenario. You
Hi.
will see that the parent has not joined from the laptop. They have joined from the phone.
Hi, Tia. I can't see you. Can you please switch on your video?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, hi, Tia. Hi, Ms. Anuradha. We spoke
Hi.
on.
Hi, ma'am. Hi.
So you've joined from phone. Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, first of all, for, being on time for the session. Very glad to see you both. Just one request. Can we, do you have a laptop device at home?
Yes, ma'am, we have, but it is a little busy actually. My younger daughter is doing something on the laptop.
Oh, okay. Is she attending any class or just working on it?
No, just to paint and all, but she's
Oh.
small, so maybe she'll not give.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why
I
we have joined
understand.
through phone.
Okay, I understand. Though I would have to request you to, please join from the laptop. Reason being that, we will be playing a lot of activities and Tia would have to read out from the slides.
Okay.
So, from
Okay.
phone, it will become very difficult. And also, I would love to see both of your faces, like complete faces. Right now, I can see sometimes half of Tia, half of you. So it would be
Okay.
great if you can, join from a laptop. So it's okay. Take your time. Don't worry, I'm here only. You can go convince your younger daughter. And yeah.
Ma'am, थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है ना उसको मनाना. So, okay, give me just 5 minutes and we'll try to log in through laptop.
Sure. Don't worry. Take your time. I'm here only. Yeah.
Okay. So, हम log out कर दें यहाँ से?
हाँ जी. आप phone से log out कर.
Right. So you could have seen somebody was asking me about the regional language. If the parents cannot speak at all in English, you can switch on to Hindi or any other language that you both are comfortable with. Now here, the parent, they said, the teacher first asked, okay, I won't tell you the answer. You first write it. What happened over here? What was the first question that the teacher asked the parent? Yes, absolutely. The first thing that she asked was whether do you have a laptop or not? That was the first thing that she asked, isn't it? You have joined from the mobile. Do you have a laptop? So they said yes, isn't it? So they did not deny that I don't have a laptop. Now I would tell you, do you have a laptop or not? Okay, fine. So here in this case, the laptop was there at home. There might be a scenario where they don't have a laptop, right? There might be a scenario that they don't have a laptop at all. Now, what our work is to tell them that why laptop is necessary. Now, why laptop is necessary? You have written so many points regarding that. You have said mobile will be very distracting. Laptop has a wider screen. In the long run, when we will be having 165 sessions, that's a long time. And doing all the classes in the mobile phone, it will be very tedious for the teacher, for the student as well. It will be first it will be tedious for the student because I have a laptop. I can read it very carefully, very clearly. But the student will always have a problem. He will have to, find out the small letters, and I'll have to, make it bigger. It is always very uncomfortable. No, please don't force them to buy a laptop. But our job is to create awareness that laptop is better as compared to a mobile phone, but do not cancel the session just because they don't have a laptop. We must not be doing that, right? So we can just ask them if you are planning to buy a laptop in the near future. If yes, then it's fine. But I would like to inform you that taking long-term classes on a mobile phone might be a little difficult for you, for your child. But it's not like I won't teach you because of that. Don't say that I won't be taking the classes, but tell them in the mobile phone it will be difficult. That's it. Okay. So there are many questions that usually come. Today I did not get any question as such. What if the parent says, no, I don't have a problem. It is like we are forcing them to buy a laptop. No, we are not, absolutely not forcing them to buy a laptop. We are just asking them if they have a laptop or not. If they don't have it, please tell them that taking all the classes, see, for one demo class, it is okay, I can manage. But in the coming scenarios, for a long run, it will be very difficult for you to manage, and especially for the student, it will be very tedious. Right? No, we do not have a recorded session of the classes. Why? Because it is a one-on-one class. Why to have a recorded session when you are already attending the classes? Isn't it? And of course, they have the curriculum. So if they want, they can go through the chapters what we have done. So recorded sessions are not very required. Yes, but the SparkX videos which they record, that will be there with them. So that's not required. What's the step to follow if they can't buy or use a laptop? We have to go ahead. We don't have any other option. We have to go ahead. You cannot deny to take the class, isn't it? You have to take the class, but then please make sure that you tell them if they have a laptop, please persuade them to bring it. If they don't have a laptop, we cannot ask them to buy, of course, but then we can tell them that there will be problems in coming future. Also, the network bandwidth in a mobile phone is much lesser than a laptop, right? So that might be a problem in the coming future. And today, most of the students after the lockdown, you will see most of the families, they have a laptop. Most of the families, either a laptop or a tab, right? What if they have a computer? Computer is as good as laptop. As good as laptop. Yes, it will impact the quality of the course. If you are using a mobile phone or a tab also, tab is again the same thing, isn't it? So again, there will be notifications, there will be distractions. Tab is okay. It can be used. Many students do use iPads and tabs. So that is okay. But if they have a laptop, do not encourage them to join from an iPad. It's better. And most importantly, there are lots of things which do not open from a MacBook and an iPad. So that is also something that you need to tell them. There are the SparkX videos, and there are lots of learning games that do not open in the MacBook. This is an experience that I got from one of my US child. Because the child might not be able to grab much. And yes, it is very difficult, no? So the quality, the learning experience itself will drop down. They are paying so much, they have come to PS for a quality learning experience, and that is what we are not able to give them just because of the device. So our job, our responsibility is to create the awareness that having a laptop is more easier and more comfortable for the student. Now, if they don't have it, you have to go ahead with it, but let them be aware of all the scenarios. So our job is to create awareness and nothing else, not to push them to do anything.
Okay.
So can somebody read this for me? Karina, would you be able to unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you please read this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Convincing to joining from laptop. The child will be required to look and read from the screen most of the times. Next, the activities where you all will be participating requires you to use your hands and hands. It will not be visible on phone camera properly. Next, you will also be participating, and a phone camera will not provide enough space for me to see all of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Karina, are you well? I mean, are you like I felt as if you are not well.
No, I'm well.
Okay, great. Take care of yourself. Great. So
Thank
this
you.
is our scenario number 2. Thank you, Karina. Scenario number 2, when both the parents are at home, but father is occupied in some work. Okay. So father is at home, but he is occupied in some work. Now here, lots of what ifs will come. Let's wait. Let us complete the video and then we'll have the what ifs.
See, you have joined from phone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Anuradha. Thanks, Tia. And see, now I can see both of you together on a bigger screen. So, of course, the experience would also be better. So, thank you so much. I hope your younger daughter didn't feel bad that we took the laptop from her.
She is just right away.
Oh,
to
she's
me.
there only. Oh, okay. I'll apologize to her later for sure.
No, it's fine.
Okay, great. Okay, I just wanted to confirm one more thing, that whether your husband would also be joining us. Like he would.
Ma'am, actually, he is busy with his calls,
Oh,
so
okay.
अभी possible नहीं हो पाएगा. Can we start? So he will join in between if it is
Um,
possible.
So actually, we will be doing a lot of activities in the session only today. Whenever there are a lot of activities, our class is not just designed for a child. We also try to engage parent. That's one of the reason. And second, it's also an opportunity for both of you to be able to understand that, okay, what are Tia's strengths? Because through every activity, we will be also doing a debrief, and through that you'll get to know what is it that Tia is really good at. So I think it would be really helpful if both of you are there together, and we will also be, in fact, after able to illustrate the Tia's strength and everything. We will also be sharing our feedback with her, for her, with both of you, and a plan based on her performance. That how can we go forward from here? How can we proceed forward? So it is actually really important for both of you to be there.
Okay, so ma'am, मैं एक बार देख कर आती हूँ and
Thank you.
I'll.
Sure, yeah, it's okay. We'll wait. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, you're back. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am actually is in the middle of his call, so
Okay.
अभी free नहीं हो पाएंगे.
Okay. Do you want to do this like after half an hour? We can again come back in half an hour when
हो जाएगा. Actually, टिया की एक और क्लास है उसके बाद.
okay.
हाँ, so
Okay.
it will be late.
Okay.
ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि can we start and he can come in between ऐसा.
Okay. Beginning में थोड़ा हम activity करने वाले थे.
अच्छा.
How much time will he take?
एक बार check करना पड़ेगा.
Sure. Yeah, it's okay.
ठीक है.
I'll wait. Don't worry. Yeah. Oh, hi.
Hey, hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir. How are
Hey,
you?
how are you? All good, ma'am. All good. So do you actually need both the parents here?
Yes, actually, I was just sharing with your wife that there would be a lot of activities that we will be doing where both the parents would also be involved. And secondly, this is an opportunity for both of you to also experience the demo and see how we design the class, and we'll be highlighting Tia's strength as well. So it would be helpful if, both of you are here.
If you take my opinion, ma'am, this is a child's demo. I think she can take it better. I can join at the end, and I've already interacted with you in the beginning. So if it's okay, I can join back in some time. Is that okay?
I think I'm so sorry. I know, I might be asking you to stay for an hour, but it would be extremely helpful. So if you could join.
No worries. Understood, ma'am. I'll be here. I'll be around.
Thank you so much. Maybe you can take a chair and, be
Yeah,
seated.
I'll still be sitting.
And I see Tia's sister also. Hi.
Yes. So this was the scenario number 2. When both the parents were at home, but the father is occupied in some work. What did she do here? She tried to persuade, isn't it? Try to involve all, convinced, okay. She tried to convince. I feel sometimes there is a possibility why the parents are compulsory, absolutely. Can we as teachers take classes from iPad? I don't think so, Preeti. You will have to take it from a laptop. Okay. Try to convince both of the parents. Try convincing. Okay, I'll come to that, Hannah. There are chances they may get annoyed. Yes, I'll come to that. She tried to convince both the parents and tell the reason why both parents are important. Okay. Now, annoyance. We are talking about annoyance. Yes, I can understand why you are saying this, because you also are parents and you might also have lots and lots of engagements which you have planned for the day. And now when you are planning for a demo for your child, I'll just give you a very small example. Your children, you must have seen your parents going for your younger sister or younger brother, or you might have nephews, nieces at home. You might have seen in schools, uh, if there is a parent teacher meeting. In some of the schools, it's mandatory for both the parents to come. It's mandatory. Of course, there can be some dire situations, which here also is absolutely applicable. Now, there usually mother and father both should be present, especially in the admissions cases. Admission, both the parents should be present. The interview is being taken by both the parents. Okay, so the principal asks questions not only to the child but to the parents as well. Even I was interviewed when my child was getting admitted in the school. I was also interviewed. My husband was also interviewed. Now, here what happens is, in an institution which provides you a quality service, there has to be a certain protocol and certain norm that needs to be followed. Now, these two norms which we have kept, it is based on proper research and based on proper study of the number of demos which convert into enrollment. Now, it has been seen that the demos in which both the parents are there and a laptop is present and a proper SparkX is being done, the success rate is very high. This is the scientific evidence that I gave you, a fact. Second reason, now the child's insights will be only given by a parent. One parent, if gives the ideas, I probably would miss the insights from the other parent as well. Third point, the decision making would delay in this regard. What will happen? The mother has joined and the father is somewhere out. Or say, for example, probably the father is available, the mother is somewhere out. She's busy in the kitchen, the father is joining from in the demo session. In that case, what happens? Only one parent is getting to experience the whole scenario, right? Second, here when I said that we need insights from you, the mother has a different view of the child as regards to the father. The father has different ideas about the child. The mother has different ideas about the child. Now, here we are not saying it's about it's in nothing such as gender specific, that the mother is there, so father should be there. If the father is there, mother is not there, we should be persuading for that as well. Let's bring the mother as well. And second thing, when they have come for the demo, they know that they are more interested in joining the Planet Spark for their child. Now, there the question of agitation will not come. Trust me, it will not come, because they also know that if I am putting my child for a course in a reputed institute, they must be, we are not telling them to continue staying in the class for the regular classes also, right? We are just talking about the admission part, right? So it is just like school admission. In the school admission, both the parents, if they are there, the decision making is much better and it is more informed. It's not like, oh, father is earning, that is why he should be there. Otherwise, the financial decision will not be taken by the mother. It's not like that. It's absolute, that's very shallow for me to say. It's about the presence of both the parents and for their understanding of how the classes are going to be taken. The quality of services that we provide. Say, for example, I'm giving a scenario where the mother is there in the demo session, the father is not there. When the father comes to know about the fees, oh, why should I be paying so much? It's an online class. They are going to sit on the camera and they are going to talk. Why should I be paying for that? That is the place where he needs to understand that what quality, what is the pedagogy, what is the methodology that we are following in our teaching methods, in our classes, right? So this is why the decision making is more informed and it is not based on any assumptions. We don't want our parents or our clients or our customers to invest in us without being properly informed. That's the first reason why we want both the parents to be there in the class and only for the demo session. Now the question arises, if there are any dire situations where the parent absolutely cannot come, there are options. There are options which we will discuss. Okay. Yes, we will come to that. So let me read it quickly. Try to convince them with patience. Very good. Please, whenever you try to convince or persuade, add evidences, add reasons why we want both the parents. And very calmly and in a very composed manner, be assertive, but be polite. Okay. But what happens when the child lives with divorced parents? Of course, if that is a single parent, you have to go ahead with a single parent. Don't a parent would get annoyed because this would not be the only demo they are taking. And every time, why? I mean, okay, one demo, I think it would be enough. Maximum, they can have 3 demos. And if they are going for a second demo, that means they need to be informed. Both of them need to be informed. You're getting my point? If only one parent is interested and one parent is sitting and the other parent is saying, okay, you sit, I will see. Okay. What exactly is either they don't want to enroll or they want to enroll without seeing it. They are okay, whatever is this, I'm going to enroll. They already know about Parents Club. There can be only 2 scenarios here, right? So they won't get annoyed if they have to sit through the 3 demos because they are only taking those 3 demos. They are declining one of them and they are taking another one. And all the teachers are very qualified, very expert in public speaking and creative writing, whatever we are imparting, right? So if they are going for a second demo, they should not be annoyed. They are choosing, right? Okay. Sometimes father might be in sailing job. Yes, I will come to that. I'll come to that. Proper inputs, no questions. I will discuss with the other parent, let you know. This is what I meant by this. Thinking process varies. Proper inputs and no questions that I will discuss. I did not get it, Tina. Sorry. One parent wouldn't be able to properly communicate. Yes, absolutely, Rakshanda. Very nicely written. The communication will have a loss of information. If we explain the reason why both of the parents are required, the parent will accept to be present. Absolutely. And in the schools, they sell their books, they sell their uniforms, and we know that it's a business that they are doing, but still we do it because we don't have a choice. Here, we are not going to tell them to buy something, or we are not trying to do any kind of, forcible actions. It's not a forcible action. It's just that we are asking them. It's not a mandate. Again, I'm saying it's not mandatory for both the parents and laptop to be present. It's just a requirement and expectation for a PS class. Okay. Yes, you can reschedule for a better time. I'll tell you what you have to do. So we can tell before the demo that both, yes, you can do it in the slot confirmation. I already said that if in the slot confirmation, it is already discussed and still the parents have not come or they have joined from a mobile phone, then what these scenarios might occur. we are taking demo if the parents reschedules as one of them is not available. So we don't get paid our time. No. Okay, Tina, I'll explain that. Your time will not be blocked. First thing is that when you call the parent, you ask them for the time, slot confirmation. 6 p.m. it's your, can they join from 2 labs? I'll come to that, Renuka, please, 1 minute. When you call them, you set your expectation that laptop should be present, both the parents should be present. Okay. Then and there itself, the parent might say that one of the parent is out of station. In that case, so if parent reschedules, they want to reschedule. You go ahead, you mark reschedule in your LMS. Why do you have to sit at 6 p.m. again? You know that the class has been rescheduled. Over the phone itself, it happens. If you wait till the demo and they call up in the demos hour and then they say that we want to reschedule, those cases are very rare. Okay, those cases are very rare. Because, of course, when the demo starts, you will be calling the parent 5 minutes before. Your demo time has arrived, or you will be texting them at least, right? So you will get to know whether the parent is joining or not joining. And if they are not joining, if you see the intent is of not joining, that means they are not going to enroll also. Okay, we all are experts. We all are very grown up. We understand what the vibe is coming, what kind of vibe we are getting. So if we are getting those kind of vibes, we know what we have to do. You can go ahead, cancel the demo. You can go ahead, reschedule the demo as per the parent choice. Okay. Yes, you get paid for the demos. Now, coming to the point where the father is not present physically, let's discuss that scenario. That scenario is already there, no? I already said. So let me come back. Yeah. Now, scenario number 3A, when the father is not present and he will be back home by 7:30 or like in the evening, he will be back. Let's see what can be done.
So Miss Anuradha, your husband would also be joining us, right?
He's supposed to join with us, but you know, urgently he has to go to office, so he has left for office. So unfortunately, he will not be here with us.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why I was wondering that when I had spoken with you on phone, you had said that he'll join.
So can you see this? Over the phone, it was already discussed that the father will be there. But now the father has, in an emergency, he has left. So let's see now what happens.
Okay, so by what time would he be back?
Around 6 p.m. in the
6
evening.
p.m. in the evening. Okay. Okay, then I think it's okay. I am available in the evening as well. So what we can do, maybe it's 5 right now, 5 p.m.
Okay.
So if he's coming back in an hour, let's give him half an hour more of rest.
Yeah,
And we can maybe do the demo class at 6:30 or 7 p.m., whatever works with you.
Yeah, 7 would be okay.
7 would be okay.
We can do at 7 p.m.
Great. So I think that's okay. Then maybe we can connect on the same link at 7 p.m.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Sure,
we'll meet again. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So did we see here what happened? Here the mother clearly said that the parent is not, one of the parent will not be present. He is in the office and he won't be able to join now. And that was a sudden decision that happened, sudden thing that happened. Because over the phone, it was already discussed that both will be present. She said. Now, in this kind of scenarios, you just need to go ahead, reschedule on the same day. Now, why do I say it's the same day? Try to reschedule because it is according to the LMS. Once you get your LMS, your dashboard, you will be able to understand why am I saying to reschedule on the same day. In that case, you don't have to book in the system that the demo is rescheduled. Okay. So in that case, the same day it will be like adjusted. You take it at 10 p.m., you take it at 7 p.m., 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. It will be managed. But the scenario here is that if you reschedule the next day or the 2 days or 3 days, and then if they don't turn up, then you might not be able to reschedule again. So you have only one chance of rescheduling, right? So this you have to convey it to the parent also. I can reschedule it only for once. Now, if it is for the same day, you don't need to say that. But if it is for the another day, like if the father is out of station, he will come back after a few days. If you want to go ahead with the class, you can go ahead with the class. You can tell the father to be present virtually. You can share the link with the father also, right? So that is the next scenario that we are going to discuss. Now, again, if he is traveling, if he is on the ship, if he is on the plane, and then it cannot be done. In that case, you have to go ahead with the single parent. But still, you still have the option to reschedule. You still have the option to reschedule whenever the father is available. If still he denies that, no, I will not be available for 10 days or 15 days, then you can go ahead and take the demo with one parent. Do not cancel the demo if only one parent agrees to take the class. Do not cancel it, but always try and make sure that both the parents are there. Okay, that's our work. Can we reschedule as many demos as many we want with this issue? No, the reschedule factor is only one. So will we be paid for both the demos as it was sudden? Okay, these kind of scenarios don't happen. I'll tell you why we show it to you, so that you understand that these situations, how can these situations be handled. But usually these kind of situations do not occur. The parent, they themselves will tell you over the phone, or when you call them, they will immediately tell you that, ma'am, my husband has just left for the office. I don't think he will be able to join. Can we reschedule it? Or when you call the parents and say that, ma'am, within 10 minutes we are having a demo session. So the mother might tell you that, ma'am, my husband has already left. In that case, these scenarios have been told to you. No. Only the demo session, Karina. Will we be paid for both the demos? No. You will be paid for one single demo when you mark it as conducted. You don't need to waste two times of the demo. Can we reschedule? Okay, I've already answered. No worries, Isha. The timings do not match. Tell them. If, say, for example, they want the demo at 10 p.m. and you're not working at 10 p.m. Tell them honestly, my working hours are only till 9 p.m. I do not work after that. Tell them. Okay, be very specific. Tell them to take it on weekends, right? Do we need to record demo and submit it? No. You don't need to. It's already recorded by the system. What if we have only those time available with us and we are not able to complete within complete minimum 3 hours required as HR? You already, okay, you will get these scenarios clear. Once you are onboarded, you will get these scenarios clear. What if the timings do not match? You always have the time. You can reschedule it as per your choice. Okay. So this was scenario number 3A, where the teacher told the parent to come back and then join. Okay. Sana, what is your question? Are we not getting paid for the training? Training, no. Demo, yes. What about curriculum? You will be trained on curriculum in the next week. You all want to know everything on the second day, huh? Okay, this is second scenario of the third scenario, that is father not present.
Okay, so Miss Anuradha, your husband is also joining us, right?
No, he'll not be able to join us
Oh,
because
okay.
he is, occupied with some office meeting and he has
Okay.
to go to office.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's in office right now?
Yes,
Okay.
generally he used to do work from home, but
Okay.
today he has to go to office urgently.
Got it.
Yeah.
So by what time would he be back? Maybe we can do the class then.
I think he'll come by 10 or 11 p.m. in the night.
Oh, okay. And would like Tia be awake at
No,
that?
dear.
Oh,
Tia
okay.
will be, she would sleep at that time, definitely.
Oh,
Because it will
okay.
be too late now. 10 or 11.
I understand.
Yeah.
So I have a suggestion. Would it be possible for your husband to join virtually from his phone or from his laptop when the demo class is happening?
Miss Ishita, may I know why it is very important to have father in the meeting?
Sure.
I'm there, my child is there.
Mhm.
I can also see the
Right.
demo and I can also take the decision.
Absolutely. I just share. Thank you so much for asking that question because I know you would be wondering.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think I had told you this on our phone call also. Remember that both the parents are required because the way we conduct the class, it is essential that both the parents witness how we are conducting the class and how Tia is responding.
Okay.
I will be sharing constructive, like proper feedback on our 5 pillars of public speaking, and highlighting Tia's strength to both of you. And like eventually I do know that while of course you can make a decision and everything, but both parents do need to make a decision together for their child's education, and like whether you would go ahead with the course or not. And hence it's really important that both of you are present. Trust me, if your husband would have been there and you would not have been there, I would have pushed this much only. But yeah, it's really important that both of you are here.
Sometimes it is not possible to attend for both the parents, so that's why I asked.
I understand. So maybe what we can do is, first, I think you can speak with your husband,
Okay.
and I can give you a call on your number. I have your number saved already, and I'll check with you. If he could not join, let's first check whether he can for, like virtually only if he can be there. It's okay if he's not here in person. So he can join from his phone or his own laptop, and we can just like see how to take it forward from there.
So that I need to check with him only.
Of course, of course.
So, yeah.
Can I give you a call back in like half an hour? Would you?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is fine. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll call you back in half an hour and you can let me know. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So this was the part where the teacher asked the parent to join virtually, the other parent, right? Now there was another thing that happened over here. The parent was slightly getting offended, and she said that it's okay, I can take the decision for my child as well. I'm absolutely capable to take the decision. Why not me? Right? Why are you looking for my child? For my husband, sorry. Right? So in this scenario also, this can be a very, very, specific scenario where the mother might get offended. Why are you looking for my husband every time? Right? The way she handled, that was commendable. She clearly said it, even if it was not you, even if it in your place, if your husband would have been there, I would have said the same thing. Right? I would have asked for you as well to stay in the session. It's not about like husband or wife. It's basically about you both being present in the session. And the reasons I've already shared with you. So these are the, okay. No, Yukta, it's not week 2. This is week 1. And week 2 trainings are, it's a different link. I think you have landed on a different link. And the timings are also different. It starts from 2. Okay. It starts from 2 p.m. Okay, thank you. Sometimes convincing father to join such sessions is very difficult as they are not in sync. Tina, that is true. I agree. Sometimes the fathers are very like they're too much not into like you. No, I don't want to join. Nahi, main join nahi karu. In that case, you have to go ahead with single parent. Again, my point is to create awareness, right? Not to push them. If both the parents denied to join, Smaraki, do not take the class. If the parents not present, demo not conducted. Don't make that mistake, okay? So please do not conduct the class if none of the parents are present. Even if one parent is agreed, okay, go ahead with the class. Okay, but yes, do try to persuade and do try to tell them all the scenarios that what will happen if both the parents will be present. It's better that both the parents are present. And could you tell me how much we are getting paid for the demo? Sana, that you will be knowing after your onboarding process. Okay, your OJT will tell you, he will take you through the payout section. He will take you through the leave section. Everything will happen in the next Thursday. So don't worry, it will be conveyed. Everything will be conveyed. You will also be getting an offer letter. You will have to sign it. You will have to accept the offer letter. Sometimes the parents say that I have searched for my child. Why are you looking for us? In that case, please tell them that it is a basic norm for PS to have both the parents in the class. If it is possible, please attend the class. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for me to take the class. Give them reasons why we want both the parents. We have already discussed why we want both the parents. Give them the reasons. Jot down those reasons in a notebook, and till the time it does not, you don't start believing it, keep on saying it. Okay, you will understand why we say both the parents to join. You will realize it when both the parents are there. No, you will see how quickly the decisions are made. Sana, no, it's absolutely fine. You can keep asking questions. If I feel as if I need to answer, I'll surely answer. Okay, great. So can somebody read it out for me? Probably Vikas, can you read it for me? Okay, I'm so sorry, Vikas is not there. Atika, can you please unmute yourself? Yeah, thank you.
Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Convincing both parents to join. I will share detailed feedback on the child's strengths and areas of improvement, so it would help us on the same page. You will also understand how we conduct our classes and will be able to make the decision faster. And lastly, some of the activities in the class will also require your presence.
Thank you so much, Atika, for reading that out for me. So these are the 3 reasons you can give to the parent why we want both the parents to join in the class. After listening to this, if the parent denies, if one parent denies, okay, go ahead with the session, do not cancel. But if both the parents deny that, no, we both are working, we cannot sit through the class, please tell them, I will have to reschedule in that case. If you're available on the weekend, please come on the weekend. I can take your class. Okay. Do not cancel it, reschedule it according to their availability. Do not cancel it. But tell them that I won't be able to take the demo class without you both being present there. Okay. This will be the last scenario where the parent says, I will be busy, I have work in the kitchen and I cannot stay for the whole session. Okay, let's see.
Yes. So I would really want you to be here, ma'am.
Okay, one
and
second.
participate.
I skipped the main part. 1 second.
Yes, actually, I have a lot of work to do. Can I join later?
Oh, I totally understand, ma'am. Actually, what we will be doing right now, as I was sharing earlier also and on the phone call as well, we will be doing many activities in the entire class where we will be
Okay.
meeting you. And more than that, ma'am, actually, like I will be speaking with Rudra for the first time. And we will be just having
Yes.
this 1 hour class. But ma'am, you know Rudra really well, right? So in
Yes.
this class, you will get a lot of opportunity. Rudra will get a lot of opportunity to be able to speak on different topics. So I think which will be helpful in our discussion later, because we will be evaluating him and seeing that how he's performing on the 5 pillars of public speaking. So I would really want you to be here, ma'am, and participate with Rudra in all the activities.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I will do.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
So very nicely taken up by the teacher. She boosted up the confidence of the parent. And she said, if you are there, the child will also feel so nice, isn't it? And you can also participate in the activity. He'll feel involved in the class. So just try to motivate them. Try to say that this is going to be a fun session. It will. I know it's a 1 hour long session, but then it will quickly get over, and your child will also feel comfortable, isn't it? You are the mother. He will feel good if you participate in the activities along with him. So it will be like he will feel as an equal partner with you. Okay. Acknowledging how the parents know their children better is a great way to convince a parent. Wonderful. Thank you, Bhavani, for writing that. Absolutely correct.
Yes.
Okay. So to summarize, I'll quickly read this out. Explain the purpose, the reason for having both the parents in the demo, give options to them for doing it at some other time, same day, or probably some other day if it is not possible on the same day. Try to get both the parents. Please focus on this. Try to get both the parents, but do not cancel the demo if only one parent is present. If you think that only one parent is present, do not cancel the demo. The success formula, as you can see, please give me a second. Yeah. So the success formula, as you can see, both the parents, laptop and SparkX video, which we will be doing on day 4. Okay. Now, okay, so the main part is done. Now, these parts are just the observational parts. The second part, that is introduction to PS skills. Any questions till now? Till here, any questions? Scenarios, situations? If demo is rescheduled and we have to wait, Can we go for another demo? Yes, you can. Great. Okay. Yes, Santosh, you will get that much of time. Okay. You will get that much of time because most of the demos are cancelled or rescheduled over the phone only. Okay. Right at the last moment, if it happens, then it might be a little difficult, but mostly you get time. Now, let's move on to part number 2.
Great. Okay, so ready to play games?
Yes.
All of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I love the energy. Awesome. So the first game is, Tia, can you read out what is the name here?
Emotional request.
Yes, emotional request. And there are a lot of faces on the right-hand side. What do
Yeah.
you think this game is about?
I think this game is about showing expressions.
Absolutely. Yes, this is the game where you have to show your expression, but there is a twist. Okay, ready for the twist?
Yes.
Okay. So now, can you read out the first 2 instructions as well over here?
How to play. Speak a sentence in a particular emotion.
Hmm.
Use your hands, face, and voice to show that emotion.
Correct. And eyes as well, right? So I want to again say that, we remember our second norm. So we have to always try to use our hands, our face, and Tia, our
And
eyes
voice.
and voice. Yes. Okay. So the twist here is that there would be a sentence written, okay, and then there would be a particular emotion. So we have to speak that sentence in that emotion only.
Okay.
I will give an example to start with, okay? And Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, all of us have to play this, okay? So are you also ready for the challenge?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. So this is the first sentence, okay? Sentence is, I love going to school. And I'll say it in happy emotion, all right? So let me now show how I will speak. I love going to school. Okay, was I happy enough?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. So this is how we have to play, okay? So next, Tia, are you ready? Should we start with you?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, sad emotion. Now, this could be a bit tough.
Okay.
And your statement is, I love going to school.
I love going to school.
Nice. I saw what you did with your eyes, like, just blinked it and like a sigh. I love going to school. But I could also see you were trying to hide your smile. But well done. Good. Nice. Okay. Now, let's see how your parents also does it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Angry. Who would want to do this?
Mothers are more angry.
Oh, really? Is that so, Tia? Your mom is like, she gets angry more than your father?
No, they both equally love me.
Lovely. Nice. Okay.
Both of them are angry people.
Amazing. Even she's enjoying the class.
Yes.
Amazing. All right.
Actually, he will be the better person to do this.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Do you want to, Dia? Do you want to do it? Do you want to say? No? Okay. All right. Okay. So, yes, Miss Anuradha, show us your angry face.
So I'm very bad though, but I'll try.
It's okay. We'll try. Don't worry.
I love going to school.
Okay. Now I see why you mentioned that. But nice. I saw you, trying to widen your eyes and trying to bring the angry emotion. I now know why Tia said that. No, both of you are like, you don't get angry easily, it seems. So yes, okay. Great. Thank you so much, Ms. Radha. Mr. Manish, are you ready for your statement?
Yeah.
Which emotion do you think it will be?
It has to be happy. I'm always happy.
Oh, okay. I wish that I could have given you the first one, but that one is gone. So let's see which one is the next. Okay. Oh, scared. Okay.
It goes with me actually. I don't love going to school.
Okay. All right. Yes.
I love going to school. That's the best I can do.
I could see, your like face had a little bit of smile because I think again we are doing this activity, but your voice having that quiver, in the voice. So that was nice. And also lowering your volume. Nice. Very good. Right. So, Tia, let's do one more. I know actually I had only prepared one for each, but I think we can do just one last one. So I give you confused emotion. Can you try doing it in confused emotion?
Okay.
Think. How do we show that we are confused?
Okay. I think I get it. I love going to school.
Nice. This time you used your hand gestures, like your hands also. I love going to school. Very good, Tia. Very good. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for, participating in this. I hope everyone enjoyed. And that was definitely an emotional performance. So, Tia, who do you think performed the best? Actually, anyone can answer. Tia? Well, I do agree, Tia.
My
Oh,
dad.
your dad, yeah, he did scared emotion really well. Yes. And what was good? What did you find good when he did the scary emotion?
It was looking like he was really scared. It was
Mhm.
not like he was pretending. So
Okay.
that's what I like about it.
And what made you like? What makes you say that it was looking, that he was really scared?
Because of his face, because he made a face and from his low volume, that's why.
Correct. Yes. And I want you to hold on to that thought. Okay. I'll come back to that response of yours in just a minute. Yeah. So now a question for all of you, and you can use your fingers to show me. Let's use our hands. How many languages do you all know? 3. Oh, wow. All of you know 3 languages. Okay. So I know 2. I got to know that you already know English and Hindi. What's the third one that all of you know?
I know French. A little.
Oh, French. Nice. Okay. And what about both of you?
Punjabi.
I know Punjabi and a dialect of Haryanvi also.
Oh, interesting. So it's 4 languages for you.
No, it's a dialect, na. So
Dialect,
we
okay.
can put it Haryanvi.
Technicality. All right. Now I know why you are into this profession. I can make it. All right. No, just kidding. But yes, great. So definitely you all know 3 languages and definitely a dialect as well. Now, what if I tell you that you also know one more language? What is it, Tia? There are some cues, or you can say hint for you over here. These 2 points. Do you want to read these out loud?
Okay. Can you guess the language? You have been using it for many years. This language is more important than the language you speak.
Yes. Which language do you think it is? What were we using?
Your emotions.
Our
And your,
emotions. So we are trying to express our emotions. And how are we expressing our emotions? Remember, what did I say you to use at all times? Your
your hands,
hands,
your face, your eyes, and your voice.
yes. So these hands, face, voice, and eyes. What are these? These are parts of your
Senses.
senses, and these are your body parts, right? So what do you think the language is? Okay, your mom is going to help you. I think she's trying to help you. Do you want to say it out loud?
Language.
Yes, body language. Yes. So yes, this is the language of body, when we use our face, our hands, and our eyes. Now, do you want to go back to that answer that you gave, that you were able to feel that your father was really scared?
Yes.
Because he was using what?
His expressions, his eyes, his hands, and his face expression.
Yes. So he was using body language, right? Even when you gave the confused expression, you also did like this, right?
Yeah.
And then you were thinking. And how do we know that you are thinking? You were not telling us that, oh, I'm thinking. Tia is not saying that, right? But it was your hand gestures, it was the way you made your expression on the face and your eyes, that told us that yes, Tia is thinking and maybe she's confused. Yeah. So this is the language that we already know. And my promise is that, within 30 minutes, you will be able to master this language. Okay. We'll come back to this promise towards the end of the class. Yeah. All right. Okay. And with that, there are 2 other things, Tia, that we have to keep in mind to be a great public speaker. Can you read out these 2 things?
Confidence. How graceful you are while presenting and how much people believe in you.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And second?
Voice. Speaking loudly, clearly, and pausing when required.
Thank you, Tia. I think you have been doing both of these really well already. You're very confident while speaking. It seems like, you believe in yourself, and you're also using loud voice. You are not like voice speaking loudly. You're not like, saying it in a very softer voice that others can't even hear. You are very loud and clear. Yeah. So this is something that helps us become a great public speaker. Now, I'll just shift to both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, that why do you think, these public speaking skills are important? And we should focus on, say, body language, confidence, and how we use our voice.
See, I'm not sure about the body language, how you should do it, but I can tell you why the public speaking thing is important. See, especially I'll take example from my industry. IT industry is a very, it's a very tough, plus it requires a lot of brain and skill is involved. But the only skill which is lacking is the speaking skills, the expression. A developer can give you a very good code, but he cannot explain you how he has written it.
Yes.
It will take him ages. So that's where the problem is. Our client don't understand the developer language. They need us to bridge that, both know what they are up to, but they don't understand each other's language. So it's important to express and make other person understand what you're trying to convey.
Absolutely, absolutely correct. Thank you so much. And you've articulated it really well, using a real life example as well. So definitely. Do you want to add something to that, Ms. Anuradha?
Yeah, actually, why it is needed, because basically it gives, yes, obviously, as it suggests, that confidence level will increase, and it will remove all hesitation. So maybe it will help in that. So that's why these both things are needed.
Definitely. Again, absolutely correct. It will definitely remove that hesitation. And, like she can be that confident self who will believe in herself and just like ready to try out different things.
Great. So this was the part where this was the second part basically of the demo session where we introduce the PA skills. We play an activity. So I think we have, some of you have written very nicely. Pallavi has written showing them voice modulation and body language through their happy, willful indulgence in the activity is in fact quite evidence-based approach, very convincing. Okay, sales would come later, but then it is convincing because the parent then understands the importance of body language. There might be many parents who will come to say that my child does not know English. English is more than enough. Why body language? Now, in this situation, this is the reason. Now, can you see why both the parents are required? Both the parents will understand the importance of body language. Both the parents will understand why voice modulation is required, right? So these are the reasons. And the teacher is constantly making them brainstorm. She is asking questions. Why do you think body language is an important part of public speaking? So when the parent answers it, he cannot give a negative answer here. Because body language, we all know it's important, right? So here, it makes the parent agree and acknowledge the fact that what curriculum we are having or the quality of learning that we are providing at Planet Spark, it's best. Okay. Coming on to what happened in the second part, you played a game. Include the parent, always include the parent in any kind of games that we have. So part 2 is a game. It's an emotional request game, the same game that we played yesterday. The same game was happening here. So play the game, do it with the parent as well. Try to include the parent. Introduce the skills, body language, confidence, and voice, and do not forget to ask for parents' opinion as well on these different pillars of public speaking. Okay, let me read the chats now. Able to win their trust. Very good, Pallavi. Yes. These parents seem to be very cool and nice. Not every parent will be that. Of course, I agree to that. But then you are teachers, you know how to handle people. And we all have those kind of interpersonal skills wherein we can build rapport and build a good relationship with the person. Building rapport is essential. Absolutely, Vikram. Thoughts and expectations of the parents and kids are all put out transparently. Perfect. What if either parent does not know about body language and public speaking? Now, this is the part where you introduce them to that. And public speaking, they were present throughout the demo, but in the end, say they still did not understand the whole concept. Why wouldn't they understand? They will absolutely understand. Why not? You will show a lot of, okay, the demo has just started. So you will see how they will understand. From class 1 to class 10, the curriculum has been designed in such a manner so that you learn. In class 10, will you be saying that I don't know how to add a 2-digit number? You will be able to, isn't it? So it's everything has reasons, has proper evidences and proper examples. It has been justified, it has been exemplified throughout in the demo session. So it's none of the part where parent will not understand. And why public speaking is connected to English, I don't know. Why we are trying to connect the language with public speaking. Public speaking is something that Narendra Modi also does. Public speaking is something that the comedians, the Hindi comedians also do. That is also public speaking. The poets, the great poets like Kavi Nazrul, and there are many other poets, Javed Akhtar, they are also public speakers. Language does not design the public speaking. Public speaking can be in any language. Public speaking is a skill. It's not related to language. Now, yes, there was a question which came to me that if the parents are not that proficient in English language, improvise, talk to them in some other language, but the context will be the same. When I'm saying the context will be the same, in Hindi, I can say something else. I can translate it into Hindi and I can say, right? So whatever I can say, I can use another language as well. When I'm talking to them, body language, I can say, see, body language is a term which you can use, right? Everywhere. And even the people who understand Hindi, they will also understand body language क्या होती है, वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन क्या होती है, आपकी आवाज क्या होती है, आवाज को कैसे निकालना है, किस तरह से बोलना है, किन चीजों पर स्ट्रेस डालना है. इस तरह से अगर आप एक्सप्लेन करते हो तो इन हिंदी ऑल्सो यू कैन एक्सप्लेन दैट. It's not necessary that a particular language will stop you from conversing or communicating with the parent, right? The same things can be explained in Hindi. Okay, in some other language as well, of course. I'm not very well versed with other languages. I know only 3 languages, as they said, 3. Even the small child, she was taking out 3 fingers because everyone was taking out 3 fingers. She was also taking out 3 fingers. That was hilarious, funny. Okay. What if either parent doesn't know about body language public speaking? They will be able to know throughout the demo. No worries. Convincing parents to an engaging session. Yes. What if the parents are uneducated, ma'am? A situation where they do not know how to read. They can sit through the class. Don't ask them to read. Mostly people have misconception about PS and English language. Now, emotional request, which you are saying, no, you can do it with the parent with Hindi sentences also. Okay, like I love going to school. You can say, मुझे school जाना बहुत पसंद है. मैं पाठशाला जाना बहुत पसंद करता हूँ. Right? You can do this in Hindi also. If you say it in an angry voice, मैं पाठशाला जाना बहुत पसंद करता हूँ. You can do that in Hindi as well. Why not? Right? So they need to understand the concept of public speaking. And in that case, if all the 3 people do not know English, then you have to come down to the level of competency in the junior one. Okay, you don't have to keep them in the senior category. This can create a confused state of mind for the child. See, I don't believe that a child who can speak, who can understand English, their parent cannot absolutely not speak in English or not understand English. They will understand English, but they will not speak. That might be a problem. See, this is like, I think my mother, my father, they never spoke in English. My father used to speak. He used to write more, speak less, but then he knew English. My mother did not know English at all. She had studied till class 12, intermediate, yes. So that was class 12 at that point of time. But she understood English. She used to understand. She used to get the basic points. Okay. And that is why we need both the parents. It's very unlikely that both the parents do not understand English. Okay. And if they don't understand English, don't involve them in a lot of activities. Just talk to them. Build rapport, build relationships. Okay. So English speaking is focused. English speaking, you have to teach. In the demonstration, you have to build relationship. You have to tell the parent and the child what exactly do we do, right? If we start showing our skills at that point of time, then the basic connect will break. Say a little bit of English, little bit of Hindi, and manage in that way. This is the third part, which is the speech delivery. And teachers, it is very unlikely that the parents will absolutely not understand English. They are filling up the form in Facebook. Nowadays, people are commenting on Facebook in English. Okay. So basic English, everybody knows, most of them. We do not realize, but our country has moved to a different level. I won't say higher or lower, I won't say that, but we are on a different level, somehow different. We are using Facebook, we are using Insta, we are using YouTubes, and everyone is an influencer nowadays. So don't worry, English will not be a problem.
So ready for game 2?
Yeah.
And I want to remind you, you have 2 lifelines. So in case you would want to use, you can use that also while playing the game.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I want you to meet a very similar, student of ours who's just as old as you are right now, 11-year-old Ovia. She's a Planet Spark star student and India's youngest TEDx speaker. Do you know what is TEDx speaker? Have you? Okay, Tia doesn't know. Do you want to share that, Mr. Agarwal, for Tia? What is TEDx?
TEDx is a platform where you inspire people, where you go and tell about your life journey, how you have made things to successful, and you inspire people. You get a lot of public to reach out to, and it is mainly used to get some fans and the
Yes.
fancy stuff like that.
Absolutely. And to be able to influence also, if I have to add something, to be able to influence large number of people. And as your father mentioned, share about personal journey so that others can also learn, right? So Ovia was also, she had joined Planet Spark as a student who was not as confident earlier, but she gave a TEDx speech in front of a large audience very, very recently, and was featured also. Like, her videos are all over there. If you go and Google, you'll find her also, more about her. So we are going to listen to her speech, and what we will be doing is this part. Can you read out the second instruction? Identify one.
Identify the examples of body language, confidence, voice.
Yes. Okay. So these are the things I want you to actively focus on while you're looking at her speech. Okay. Her body language, confidence, and voice. All right. Okay. So are we ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just see the speech. Just give me a thumbs up if you are able to hear. Okay. Okay. I think your father has stepped out for a minute.
Yeah, actually someone is there on the door.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay. No worries. No worries. Yeah. Okay. So I'll play the video and he can
sure.
join us.
Sure.
Okay. Can you hear?
I am holding something fantastic inside my palm right now that may soon go extinct. It has been around for millions of years. It is older even than the dinosaur and is the primary source of food for every single person on this planet. There is no human who hasn't touched or seen it. Any guesses on what it is? Well, you're absolutely correct. It is soil. Now I know you have a lot of questions, like how can soil go extinct, and why is an 11-year-old so concerned about soil and not her favorite K-pop artist who is about to drop his next album? Let me tell you something about myself. I've got several talented friends. Some can solve Rubik's Cube pretty fast, some have written and published great books, and some have wonderful YouTube channels.
अभी आया है बिल्कुल
Sorry
latest.
about this. Okay, I think we have watched the main part, so I'll stop playing the video. So yes, Tia, what did you observe when Ovia was performing? Did you think where was she using her body language, which includes hands, face,
Yeah.
eyes, right? How was she confident and how was she using her voice? Yes.
She was confident and she was expressing herself really well.
Mhm.
And she also speaks in a way that no one gets bored.
Yes. So you want to say that she was able to grab everyone's attention.
Yes.
Yeah. And did you see her using her hands? Can you tell me one specific example where she used her hands while speaking?
When she told that soil is important, and why is she caring about 11-year-old is caring about the soil.
Yes.
So,
And what kind of gesture did she make? Can you show me? Can you just illustrate that for me? She did like this, something like this, right? And for the soil, she also made a fist.
yes.
Yeah. So that was the reason, Tia, what you mentioned, that she was able to grab everyone's attention and that others were not feeling bored. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And do you think she was also using a lot of she was making different expressions?
Yes.
Yes.
She
Okay.
was making different expressions to express herself.
Yes, that's true. So now comes the interesting part where you can, I think over here, so you didn't use your lifeline. You didn't even need to. So that's amazing. So you still have your 2 lifelines with you. Now there's a challenge here for you. Okay. And this is something that you will have to do alone though. Okay. There we can't use lifeline. And the challenge is, can you now give the same speech that Ovia did? Okay. Don't worry, I won't make too tough for you. I will give you the speech. I will give you these lines. But what I want you to do is, what do you think the challenge is about? You have to use?
The challenge is about you have to speak something and express yourself. You have to speak these lines.
Very good. Yes, very smart, Tia. So yes, we have been discussing about hands, eyes, voice, and face, right? So while speaking this speech, you have to use all of that. Okay. If you feel that you will feel more confident by standing up also and reading, that is also fine. And you can see that here, some of the words have been highlighted.
Yes.
Why do you think these words are highlighted?
I think these words are highlighted when we have to give some expression, when we have to give expression.
Okay. So expression and also emphasize, stress on these words, like how Ovia was doing. I am holding something fantastic. She took longer to speak those words. Yeah. And then there are some faces also that are made. So these are the expressions that Ovia was giving while speaking. Okay. Do you want to try this?
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you do this? Take 30 seconds, read out the sentences so that you know them well, and then you can present it to us. Okay.
I'm holding something fantastic inside my palm right now that may soon go extinct. It has been around for millions of years. There is no human who hasn't touched it or seen it. Any guesses on what is it? Well, you're absolutely correct. It's soil.
Okay, all right. So you have read it or you were preparing? I got confused, sorry.
I am reading it now.
Okay,
I
now
was
you.
preparing now.
All right, all right. Okay. So remember, I think you are doing really well with your voice. You're very natural when you have to give pauses, yeah. But I want you to use more of your hands and give more expressions. Okay. Yes. Come on, let's do it. Yes.
I'm holding something fantastic inside my palm right now that may soon go extinct. It has been around for millions of years. There is no human who hasn't touched it or seen it. Any guesses on what is it? Well, you're absolutely correct. It is soil.
Very good, Tia. Great attempt. Thank you so much. And this time, of course, I saw, that you were using your hands a bit more and also looking directly in the camera while speaking. And also, your voice. Very good. What do you think, both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal? How did she do?
Yes, definitely. She did very well.
Yeah, she did good.
Yeah.
We've seen this already. Sorry.
Okay. Great. So amazing. I think, Tia, again, something to keep in mind that, right now I know we are in an online setting, but, when you were moving your hands, I was not able to see them clearly.